Hey friends and felines, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by my sister Raelle, who spent the night last night. So today I'm going to be doing her makeup and using only what she brought in her little to-go bag. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do her look today, then please keep on watching. Alright, so let's see what we have in her to-go bag. Alright, I see a lot of good things today. Okay, I found a foundation. That's a good start. And a concealer. Do you have a primer in here?
Yeah, somewhere. Right here.
It's her Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. So I guess we're going to go into this. She's already moisturized her face. So I'm just going to use my fingers to apply this all over her face. It doesn't have a scent. And she says she hasn't used this before. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, it's soft.
Yay.
And give it a face massage. So for foundation, we have the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. And for concealers, we actually have the choice of 3 different ones. We have 2 Maybellines. One is the Age Rewind, which I've heard great things about, but I've never actually tried it. We've had the Maybelline Super Stay. And we also have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Which one would you like to use today?
Well, usually I use the dark circle one for under my eyes, and then I use one of these two for like blemishes and stuff all over the face. So.
Right. And do you normally put concealer on first or foundation?
I normally put foundation on first.
Okay, no, I normally do too, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, so she is currently using the shade Natural, which is fair light with neutral undertones. So I'm just gonna apply this. If I know how to open it, does it twist off?
Just pull.
Oh, okay. I have not used e.l.f. foundation, so I'm just gonna apply this with a wet beauty sponge and we'll be right back. So when you apply your foundation, do you normally apply it with a sponge? Do you use a brush or do you use a combination of both?
I usually use a combination of both. I'll usually start with my brush and then go over with the blender.
I got it on your ear.
I'll go over it with the blender to smooth out the rest of it. Sometimes with the brush it leaves lines.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta find the right kind of brush. I do a couple of foundation brushes by It Cosmetics. Sometimes I'll just, it depends on the day and how much time I want to invest in my foundation. Sometimes I'll use just a sponge. Sometimes I'll use a sponge and then I'll use a brush to buff it out. Or sometimes I'll just use a brush. Alright, so now her foundation has been applied and she's looking pretty good, but she's my sister and she suffers from the same thing that my mom suffers with, and that is dark circles. I don't think I got it quite as bad as she did, but my mom and my grandma, oh boy, we have some pretty dark circles. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what she suggested and use the Age Rewind, even though she's only 18, almost 19, and put this underneath her eyes to get rid of those dark circles. So I think that helped a little bit, but I'm going to go in with another concealer. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is hopefully going to bring some more brightness to her face. So I'm probably going to apply this on all the high points of her face to brighten it up a little bit. Alright, so now we have a little visitor, and that is Artemis's tail that is in the shot. She is investigating what we're doing. So her concealer is now all applied. She's got a little bit more bright spots now, and hopefully those dark circles have disappeared. So now we're going to go in with some setting powder. She has the Maybelline Fit Me, which I also have, but she obviously has a much lighter shade. She is in 120 Classic Ivory. And then she also has the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. This is almost gone though, so I might just use this underneath the eyes as a brightening powder or for caking. Or for baking.
Baking a cake. It works.
I'm baking a cake today, guys. Okay. So, but for the rest of her face, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. And just this type of kabuki style brush that she has.
Vanity Planet.
Vanity Planet. Never heard of it. Alright, so let's just go in with this all over the face. So I'm just going to first tap it in just to make sure that we're setting that concealer, that foundation, and we're not going to have any smudges or creases or lines. And then once I just stamp this in, I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to buff it out. Are you kidding? Excuse me, no.
First she was playing with these.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is the Feline Finesse channel after all. Okay, so I've applied the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder Foundation all over her face. I'm going to go underneath her eyes and apply the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. So moving on to bronzer. I see in front of me we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer. So I'm going to go in with this. Alright, so I'm just going to go in with like what I normally do with my own face and see how this Physicians Formula works. Alright, so now we're just going to buff it out. I do like this formula, and the shade is not too bad on her. When I tried swatching it myself, it just seemed just a little too yellowy for me. But maybe I will invest in some Physicians Formula in a different shade for myself. Alright, so I'm just going to grab, you know, a random eyeshadow brush that she has to contour out her nose. And this is just like kind of a pencil brush. So this will work for getting those smooth lines down her nose bridge. And again, normally when I'm contouring the nose, I bring it right up underneath the eyebrow because then that'll eventually smooth in with the eyeshadow and it won't be as harsh of a line. All right, let's take a look. Do you like your contouring so far?
So far, it looks pretty good.
How's your nose look? We're kind of far away.
I have a glare too. I think it looks pretty good. Definitely a little different than what I do. Like I just do very, very, very little because I don't get very specific on shaping my face. So,
all right. So now in some for blush, do you have a blush in here?
probably not. I
Probably not.
absolutely never wear blush. I mean, well, I wouldn't say never. I do sometimes when I do like a full face if I'm going out somewhere nice.
Well, I normally didn't use blush either because, you know, I was like, I already have red cheeks from my rosacea, so why would I add more redness or pinkness to them? And then I realized after I cover up with foundation, I normally like to add a little bit more color back.
Plus, I like putting blush up on my actual cheeks up here where my redness is usually down here anyways. So, I have like some pinky colors in there you could probably use.
Yeah, so she has a Huda Beauty mauve, whatever, Obsessions eyeshadow palette. So maybe I could use this. I mean, they're all kind of like deeper colors. So I don't really know if like these are going to be good enough. Maybe this one right here.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So I'm just going to take one of the contouring brushes and just brush this out. And plus it's going to blend in with her contouring anyways. So it won't be that bad. The thing is trying to get a brush like this into a tiny little pan like this. We'll go for it.
Challenge accepted.
Well, it's definitely picking up the color. So I'm just going to stamp this on first. Yeah, that's colored. So we're just going to buff this out. Very pigmented.
You could also use like the powder brush and stuff when you're done.
Okay, so now we're moving on to eyebrows, and she has the IT Brow Power Duo Brow Pencil. So let's go with this. You normally don't even do your eyebrows, do you?
If anything, like I use that for just kind of filling in some sparse areas, but yeah, not really.
Is this too dark for you?
No, not really. You kind of just go in with light hand anyways.
It's like a
Like I do
gray.
very small brush-like strokes to keep it very natural.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have like nice bushy eyebrows, which is like the new trend again. You know, we're not doing those thin pencil lines. So, I mean, and they are pretty dark. I mean, I feel like they're almost like the same color as mine, but like since you have blonde hair, it would look extreme.
Yeah. That's why, if anything, I just find the areas in the beginning and stuff and even.
Do you have a favorite eyebrow? Because I know what my favorite eyebrow of yours is.
I feel like this one's usually better
Yes.
for me. It's easier.
My
It's
favorite
more shaped.
eyebrow is definitely this one.
Yeah, right one.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to go in very lightly and just do nice little strokes because like I said, it's kind of more just evening out the shape and like filling it in because you've got pretty nice brows anyways. Alright, so we did a quick little cheat. She doesn't have any type of setting spray, so since we just put a lot of powder on her face, I'm going to give her a quick spray.
It just flew.
Just what?
You flicked it and a couple drops went this way.
Close your eyes. So refreshing.
Definitely.
Okay, so now we're going to go in with eyeshadow. And again, it says she has the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. So it's a bunch of nice little purples and pinks. which totally doesn't match her shirt. What?
My tongue is blue.
Oh, that matches your shirt. Taco Bell, am I right? Okay. So I'm gonna go in with this smaller Vanity Planet, another Vanity Planet, which I've never heard of. It's a crease shader, but I'm gonna use this to go into her outer corner with that really deep purpley burgundy color, which is one of my favorite colors. So I'm deciding we're gonna go in with that. I don't even think I have any Huda eyeshadows. So let's see how this performs.
Definitely pigmented.
Oh, yes it is. Very pigmented and it's very beautiful. So I'm first stamping this on to kind of get that outer shape and then I'm going to blend it out. There's like this middle like brown color and I'm going to just use that and go on the outside of that just to buff it out. Okay, so then there's this lighter matte color right here. That's a little bit of a pinkish color next to the brown. And I'm going to go in that on her inner crease. And then on the lid, I'm going to go in with, I think, this top corner shimmer color. And I'm just going to use my finger for that because that's usually the best way to apply that type of eyeshadow.
That's how I do it too. Primer.
Okay, so she doesn't have any eye primer. So I'm just going to use a very little bit of the Superstay Maybelline Concealer and just put it onto her lid where the metallic shade is going to go to give it a little bit more of that pop. Okay, and again, since she doesn't have any other brushes, I do want to give her, since we are doing a little bit of a bolder look than she's normally used to, I'm going to go underneath on the bottom lid. And again, I'm going to use the same smaller brush that she has brought and switch out the colors and add some colors over there to tie the upper lid and lower lid together. Okay, so this doesn't, I mean, it has a white, but doesn't really have like a highlighter for like an inner corner highlighter. But she does have the Ofra highlighter in Moon Dance.
It's very bright.
Excuse me, are you going places you shouldn't be going? Hi. Okay. But like my finger's too big for your inner corner. What is that?
Inner corner highlight? It's an eyeshadow crayon. I use that for inner corner highlights all the time.
Oh, this is Thrive Cosmetics. I've heard of them. I have never had anything by them. Do you like this?
Yeah, I got it in like a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy 1 month, like way near the beginning, and I use that like specifically for inner corner, like almost always.
So this is Thrive Cosmetics. It's the Brilliant Eye Brightener in the shade Stella. Well, let's just put this in your inner corner. All right, so that's one eye all set and complete. What do you think of it?
I like it. It looks pretty. When I try to do things, I don't even like pat the color on. I literally immediately start applying it like you would to blend it out. So I never get things that look that pigmented.
Yeah, so normally I just like pack it on, stipple it on, get that the shape that you're going for if you want more of a buffed out look or if you want it to be a wing look. And then I buff it out and, you know, just keep reapplying until you get the opacity that you're looking for. So normally, no, you don't go for that bold of an eyeshadow look, but I'm doing your makeup and not you. So I am going to do the other eye really quick and we'll be right back. All right, guys, that's both eyes all completed. What do you think?
I like it. I think it looks really pretty.
So she just curled her eyelashes really quickly off camera, and the one mascara she has in her little to-go bag is Tarte Tears. I also have the same one, so I'm just going to apply this one really quick.
I don't think I've ever had anyone else apply my mascara before.
Yeah, so there's different ways you can apply it for like a different type of look that you're going for. But I'm gonna have you like just look straight ahead. All right, so her mascara is all applied now, and we have a couple more steps. So I guess the next one would be highlighter, and I'm going in with the Ofra highlighter in Moondance. So she does have a highlighter brush, so I'm gonna give this a quick spritz of setting spray.
It is a very like bright showing highlight too, if you know what I mean.
It's very pigmented, you saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Comes up very well, so I use light hand.
All right, so highlight is now applied, looking snatched, looking bright and sparkly.
Ooh.
So she doesn't have a lipstick, so she has a tinted lip balm in the shade Debbie by Beauty For Real, or is it by Brooke USA? I guess it's the town.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I got an
This
Ipsy.
says Beauty for real,
Real, I think.
Beauty For Real. Sure, let's go with that.
I don't know.
So we're gonna put this tinted lip balm on, and then she has a lip gloss by Pixie in the shade Sheer Rose. I haven't used any of Pixie's products, but I've heard really good things, and they're not bad for the price point. So, is this the only one you have, or do you have other ones?
Not by them. That was an Ipsy. Yeah.
There's only a Pixie product you have?
I feel like I have another like an eyeshadow from them or something.
Okay, so let's open up slightly. All right, friends, so this is the completed look on my sister Raelle. I think these colors really complement her personality and her essence, and I think she really liked the look. All right, so I think that is the completed look. I'm just gonna give another quick little spritz of continuous setting spray. All right, so what do you think of the look? I know it's usually not what you like to do, but
I still think it looks really pretty. Very like girly, kind of Valentine's-y. We're
yeah,
getting in the Valentine's
is
mood
coming
soon.
up. Yeah.
February's first, you know. But yeah, I like it. I don't think it's like over the top. It definitely like I'm still gonna stare at myself. I already stare at myself a lot in the mirror, so every time I see my reflection, true. Every time I see my reflection, I'm gonna be like, so. But I think it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any false eyelashes, so I didn't worry about putting on any eyeliner. But yeah, like if you had a cute little wispy set, I think that would pull the look together. I mean, I like false eyelashes.
Yeah,
once you learn, yeah, I mean, yeah, an eyeliner, but I didn't want to apply it. I mean, I don't think there was a point.
I never wear eyeliner. Yeah, this is like the kind of stuff I put on every day. So, this is like the bare minimum for when you're traveling. Well, actually, I go even more minimum, but.
As I said in the beginning, her little to-go bag. But yeah, so if you guys like the look that I did on my sister today, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Also ring the bell so you get notifications on when I post a new video. And thank you guys for joining us today. And if you subscribe, then welcome to the Feline family. Bye.